Good morning. I'll call the board meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, good morning. Consideration of agenda items.
No changes, Mr. Chair.
Move to approve the agenda.
Motion by Commissioner Wright. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consent agenda.
No changes, Mr. Chair.
Move consent agenda, Mr. Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Schmalz. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Chachka. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Employee relations.
Good morning. Just have one item this morning. Consider approving, the 2025 compensation services agreement with Keystone Compensation Group out of Minneapolis, Minnesota for an annual compensation program maintenance and consultation at a cost not to exceed $15,750 with the funds from the countywide budget. This is a budgeted expense, and an agreement with Keystone will be brought to the board annually for approval. Keystone has been working with McLeod County since 2014. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Wishes of the board. I'll move to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion?
I do have a question, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
This is a valuable tool in negotiating and staging or getting the employees in the right place. Is that correct? I mean, to me, it's a lot of money, but I mean, it is a valuable tool, right?
It's a very valuable tool. It helps our compensation plan and maintenance. It keeps it up and makes sure that we're in line, and mainly that we're using the data to know where McLeod County is. So yeah, it's a really important tool for the investment that we've made.
I realized when we made it years back that it was only valuable if we kept it up.
That's correct. Yep.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Public Works.
Good morning.
Morning.
Consider approving the final payment and final acceptance and payment of $60,650.64 to Ramsey Companies of Minneapolis, Minnesota for State Project 043-070023, the county stated Highway 115 and 25, Airport Road and Jefferson Road roundabout project. The project is completed satisfactory, and final acceptance and payment is recommended by staff.
Wishes of the board.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Question, Andrew, before we proceed. Is the silt fence taken up on the project?
Yep, all the erosion control has been removed. We do have a satisfactory turf establishment to release the contract. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew. Mr. Chair, I will move approval of the request.
Thank you, Commissioner Schmalz. Motion by Commissioner Schmalz. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, consider approving the memorandum of understanding with the city of Lester Prairie for the county stated Highway 9 Stormwater Resiliency Project. Lester Prairie has applied for and was awarded a Stormwater Resiliency Implementation Grant from the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency to upsize the culvert for the unnamed Otter Creek tributary under Casad 9 in Lester Prairie. This project is intended to reduce flooding impacts to the north side of the city to the west of County Road 9. This agreement outlines the roles and responsibilities of each party. The city will lead the project, perform all the design, modeling, permitting, and construction administration tasks required to complete the project. The county will own and maintain the new culvert and provide administrative, communication, and project closeout support. The MPCA grant covers 90% of the engineering, permitting, and construction costs. The county and city will split the remaining 10% at 50% each. The estimated project Total project cost is about $587,000, with the county share being approximately $29,000.
Andrew, I'm embarrassed to ask this, but there's too many projects in my head. This is the one from the workshop 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
All right, thank you. Wishes of the board?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
With the proposal that's in front of us, I've kind of looked at it from both sides, and when I look at the age of the culvert that's under the road presently and look at the cost now that's being proposed to replace it, I think it puts us in a good position for the future. I'm guessing, Andrew, and maybe you can address this, the life expectancy of a culvert, a concrete culvert, is probably in excess of 50 years and maybe better. So, Mr. Chair, with that, I will approve the request proposal as presented.
Any more questions for Andrew?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
that wasn't a motion, that was just,
If it was a motion, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I will move the request, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sorry about that. Motion by Commissioner Schmalz. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Thank you. Commissioner Kruger, do you have anything else?
Yes, I'm in favor of this plan. I think it's our responsibility as the county highway department to get this done through our roadway, and the bulk of the work, I may be wrong, Andrew, but the bulk of the work was done by the city of Lester Prairie.
Correct, the city of Lester
And they did a
Prairie.
lot of work to help fund this project. Obviously, your quote of what it costing the county is a deal. I mean, if we, versus having to do it on our own. So I mean, there was a lot of moving parts here with the water, with floodplain or whatever it entails. So they did a lot of the work, and again, I'll come back and finalize with, I think it's our responsibility then to make sure it's going properly through our county road.
Andrew, the question I have is, I recall some sort of conversation, and I don't know that there was an answer 2 weeks ago regarding it affecting the water flow and other culverts downstream. Did you look into that more? Are you comfortable that this will or won't do that? You know, do you have any more concrete, pardon the pun, concrete answers as
Yep.
this goes through?
Commissioner Nagel, part of this process still has to go through DNR permitting, and models are all being run to make sure that everything is appropriate for upstream and downstream, so there are, all the impacts are mitigated. So that is
So it's
ongoing.
fair, excuse me for it's fair to say that this is basically conditional on the DNR permitting,
Correct.
and you're comfortable
Yep.
with that? Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Veteran Services, Sheila, are you taking this?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Item A, consider approving a request for Grant Christensen, Veteran Services Officer, to tentatively travel out of state September 20 through 26, 2025, to attend the VFW National Veteran Service Accredited Representative Skill Level Training Conference in Annapolis, Maryland. The Veteran Service Office applied for a scholarship for him to attend, and then if he's selected, the scholarship covers travel, lodging, conference fees, and per diem. The only cost to the county would be his hourly wage. And if he is not selected, they are not requesting that he attend the conference.
Wishes of the board?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Chachka, any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I talked a little bit about this with our VCOs, and I only wish I maybe would have known a little bit about it sooner, because I don't know what the cost would have been if it's worthwhile going to without the funding. So, but having said that, it's a little late in the game to take that in, but I do approve the request.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I did discuss that with Cassandra Kerrigan, And there's not a desire for them to attend if it isn't paid for. They're using their budget on other training. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Attorney's Office, Mr. Hanch.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. One item today, and that is A, to review the proposal from Prosecutor by Carpel to consider approving the new case management software at a cost of $49,623 with funds coming from the Public Safety Aid Funds account. This software would replace the Minnesota County Attorney Practice System, which is referred to as MCAPS, as our office's primary case management system to manage our criminal, civil, and administrative cases within the county attorney's office. So just for context, that would not only be just our own case management files, as the files we create, but this is also the system that integrates with our various law enforcement, human service, or other agencies that send us documents, oftentimes electronically, as well as audio, video, and then what we also utilize to send that on to either the courts or defense attorneys or other parties we're working with, as well as it would also manage our victim contact services for the victims of our criminal offense and juvenile offenses. So it's really it's the core system in our office.
How old is the current system?
MCAPS has been utilized for, decades. There's been a lot of offices moving away from MCAPS. Carpel has really excelled in just their integration with these, various different vendors that our law enforcement and everyone uses. Where Carpel kind of shines is it's a hybrid system where they have their commercially available product that they maintain and send updates for. But then it's also highly customizable, and those changes can be done in-house so that once the system's up and running, we can continue to configure it without needing to go back to that vendor for extra, upgrades or, to have them on site. So there's savings as things move forward. But MCAPS has been around a long time.
Any questions for Ryan?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Kruger?
not really a question. It's just, it's a needed, it's a needed tool. I don't know how to call it a tool, but I watch a lot of things going on. Obviously you have to find a place to store and readily be able to get at some of the knowledge. So again, it's a needed tool, and I'll support the request.
Commissioner Schmalz?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. And Ryan, I saw the list of other entities using this software program. So am I correct to say that this software program will make it more efficient and easier to communicate with other law enforcement entities and courts as well?
Yeah, that's really where we see our savings is in staff time because of the way it communicates in the background. So there's been, it works with everyone we need it to work with. And, to kind of both your points or Mr. Kruger's point, this all used to be paper and files and, physical stored files. And now what we have are electronic files. And that's when the functionality of our systems it becomes so important. The days of physical files are really kind of over. We've converted to paperless files, and now it really, kind of just emphasizes the need for updated software.
Thank you. No further questions, Mr. Chair.
All right. I've been struggling this morning, but I don't think we have a motion on this one yet. So, motion by Commissioner Kruger. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion?
One last thing in discussion, Mr. Chair. The accuracy is much improved as well. I was gonna add that before from the way I'm gathering things there, or the accuracy is better, or the ways in checking accuracy is a lot more streamlined, if that's the right term.
Any further discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Review of the calendars, Commissioner Kruger.
Well, that didn't take. All right, since our last meeting, I had Lower Minnesota, one watershed, one plan, and again, it's more looking at funding and seeing what programs are available and how to execute them. I've been spending, I have a couple specific dates here, but I've been spending some time looking at our budgets, wages, and everything else that goes with setting a budget. And then I had agenda review on Friday, and I also spent a couple days at the fair. Again, my personal view, it's a success. I enjoyed, although not spending as much time as I'd like to there, but I enjoyed the crowds and the excitement around the fairgrounds. I thought that's pretty good and something to be really proud of. I ran into a commissioner from Brown County. Well, he's no longer a commissioner, but he came up just to check it out. He was amazed, and I know him and some of the problems that were done in other fairs, and he also came to our livestock auction, and he was totally amazed there of our success on our 4-H livestock auction. So, for me personally, I'm happy.
Commissioner Wright?
Okay. Since the last time we met, as Doug had brought up, we have had a couple of budget meetings dealing with wages and trying to get that dialed in. Also had a redetermination of benefits meeting for McLeod County Dish Number 3, and that was approved. And Doug brought some highlights of the county fair up. I was there every day as well, as we do exhibit dairy cattle at the fair, and people everywhere. The weather, well, it didn't really need to rain anymore, but at least it did it at night, and so the fair could go on during the day for the most part. But we'll look forward to a more of a formal report from the Ag Association, perhaps sometime in October, as to the actual numbers that they were able to gather. I know that they are working with a firm that will develop more of an economic impact study of the county fair, which I think will be really interesting, especially when we see how many people are there visiting from, I think you could almost say all over the state. I know that the vendor row, food vendors, I mean, that was booked already in early July, and the effect of having a fair without a gate fee, and people can come in and shop and eat and check it out without having to unload out of their billfold as soon as they step up to the gate, I think is very, very helpful to bring plenty of people in to just, visit their community and see what all goes on. So again, we'll have more of a formal report in a month or two from the Ag Association, but congratulations and good job to our fair board that basically has to work all year long in order to put together such an amazing fair like that. So that's it for me.
All right. Kind of same old for me, but I just wanted to add regarding the fair, I attended the Veterans Parade that I enjoy getting to help with, and sometimes getting the vets organized, especially Commissioner Kruger, is a little rough, but no, I say that all fun, and I appreciate you guys and gals letting me be a part of that. With that, the fair, the county should be very proud of this last weekend. It probably should, the county should always be proud, but this last weekend, not only the fair, but the county as a whole, Hutchinson, Broughton, and Glencoe, and even our neighbor to the south in Gaylord, hosted the state amateur baseball tournament. And obviously, I had a large part of the Hutchinson one. I'm sure some other people sitting up here had a large part of the Broughton one, and they should be proud of that weekend and what they did for people there. So it was a very busy weekend in the city of Hutchinson, city of Broughton, city of Glencoe, and the county as a whole. So thank you to all that pulled that off. And as I read the schedule, there's a couple weekends left of it, so we'll continue to be busy. So, Commissioner Schmalz?
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Chair. Since our last board meeting on the 5th, we did hold a workshop here at the Government Center after that meeting. And then Wednesday, the 6th, I had what we call our chat That's Community Health Advisory Committee meeting here at the Government Center. Chat is an advisory committee to our CHB, our Meeker McLeod Sibley CHB. And Thursday the 7th, we had our Prime West Joint Powers Board meeting in Alexandria. The hot topic that came about near the end of that meeting was the search for a replacement for our retiring director. And the executive board is looking at candidates now and taking candidates from within, and they will make a decision on the candidates and then whether there should be a search from the outside as well. It drew a lot of discussion on how the candidates are being screened, and we look forward to our September meeting to kind of get more into the search to replace the director at Prime West. And I will add the director's retiring next summer, so it's a planned exit for him, and there's a succession plan in place, and that's where a lot of the discussion surrounds is how to carry out that succession plan and in the Prime West counties. This past week, on Tuesday the 12th, we had a CD3 hearing here, County Ditch 3, and we were able to complete that work on that day, and thanks for those who attended and participated in that hearing process. That evening, I went to a SWIFT social that was held at the River House Cafe in Main Street, Hutchinson. Southwest Initiatives Foundation, I believe, is a group that's now in existence for 20 years, and that's what they were celebrating, and they look forward to the next 20 years. And it seemed like the River House was a natural place for them to hold this celebration, because the River House was mentioned as one of the recipients of grant funding when they started their business on Main Street in Hutchinson. On Thursday the 14th, we had our CHB, our Community Health Board Joint Powers Board meeting right here at the Government Center in Glencoe. And that evening, I had an invitation from Hale Township to attend their monthly meeting, and I attended their meeting, and they were looking for an update on what's happening in the county. They also had several questions about how to maintain township right-of-ways, and we had a pretty thorough discussion about right-of-way maintenance, anywhere from removal of trees and mowing right-of-ways. And on Saturday the 16th, I was fortunate enough to attend our county fair. I'll echo what the other commissioners have said. It's a great fair. It's a great showcase for our county. I also ran into a retired commissioner from one of our neighboring counties, and he congratulated us on having a great fair right here in Hutchinson, Minnesota. So I think we all can be proud of that. I also want to give a thank you to all the volunteers that make it happen. I can't mention them all because I'd leave somebody out, but when you see somebody greeting you at the fair, using the clicker to get the attendance, all the people assisting in the parking, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts to pulling off something this big. So again, a big thank you. And congratulations to those exhibitors, especially the 4-H exhibits. And like Commissioner Wright had stated, there'll be a more detailed report forthcoming in another meeting, but I think their efforts are well received, and I wish them luck at the state competition as well at the state fair. And then to wrap it up, Mr. Chair, yesterday we had our McLeod Sibley joint insurance group meeting. It was held by Zoom, where we're starting to look at quotes on what our health insurance rates may be in the upcoming year. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Chacha?
So after the last meeting in the workshop, then I attended the Prime West meeting on Thursday the 7th via Zoom. And like Nathan said, that got a little heated at the end. We had a conversation the next time I saw him, and I was a little shocked at first. I thought it was just a conversation, then it led a different direction that I wasn't quite prepared for, but, then on the Tuesday, the 12th, I also attended the redetermination for County Ditch 3. On Wednesday, the 13th, I had a PACT meeting in Granite Falls that I attended. Still working on that meeting to figure out which ones I need to be at. They have multiple meetings in one day, and so I'm trying to figure that out with Leah Lundgren, so I appreciate her help on that. I also went to the River House. Nathan and I met up there for that, the Swift gathering, so that was kind of fun. We saw some different people there and a couple different people from the county here, so. On the 14th, we had the CHS meeting here, and they just keep moving along with, trying to keep it status quo, even though some of their funding is slow on coming in and that sort of thing, but that's nice that they said, what are you gonna do? You can't, change everything now. You need to just wait and see. And I also was able to attend the fair a couple different times throughout the fair season, and in different capacities this year than I'm usually used to, but again, it was a great fair. There were so many people there Thursday and Saturday when I were there. It was crazy. And also, the time I wasn't at the fair, I was at the state baseball tournament in Broughton. Usually close by Ryan, he was there as well, so that's it.
Anything from the attorney's office?
Just briefly, I was at the fair every day as well, some days longer than others, and the feedback was, without exception, positive. And seeing a lot of families there day after day, and a couple of them even mentioned just that, it's nice because they can come every day, and then they end up partaking in the activities, doing, they don't have to do the whole fair at once when it's hot out. And they just, it was fun. It was fun to be there. It's nice to be in that setting where everyone has positive attitudes. It's not always the setting I'm working in, so I enjoyed that. And then I also, as Joe and Lori mentioned, I did spend time in Broughton, at that host site for the state tournament. I'm on that baseball association as well. And, if you didn't have a chance to get there with everything going on this last weekend, I would encourage people to check out Hutch or Brownton, and even Glencoe has a couple of games this weekend. The ballparks look great. There's a number of volunteers there that are happy to help you in any way they can. And it's easy to take for granted some of these things that we have going on because, we have volunteers, we have nice facilities, these ballparks, but if you stop and take a look, you really do appreciate it. So I enjoyed all of that, and we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Administration?
Mr. Chair, could I
Yep.
just add
Commissioner
something
Kruger?
before we move to administration? There's a couple of things that were commented here that I would just like to emphasize. The baseball tournament's won, that's good for the county. Outside of one field, which is just in a neighboring county, there too was a lot of positive people around, so I just wanted to emphasize that. And then Commissioner Nagel commented on the Veterans Parade. That's something I'm on Thursday night, and I'm really proud of that. And as far as, the county, the veterans service officers have really stepped up and really do. I'm more on the outside, just looking in now, and that's okay. I just wanted to comment that you were happy to help us. Well, I'm happy that you're happy to help us, because we need that kind of thing. It was the first time I've marched since I've been a little sick, so I was struggling a little bit. I appreciate the first responders and some friends that were concerned about my well-being, and it's just good. The people on the route were good, and then one last thing. While it's a hot topic, it'll come up later in our reports. I don't know what the profits or what the proceeds will be from the livestock auction, but it's amazing, and it's such a asset to our 4-Hers to be able to do that. I happened to purchase one thing, and the only reason I'm saying that is it's so gratifying to talk to that exhibitor, and even her parents came. I mean, it is gratifying, and I don't think we really understand how much that helps that program, and I'm really proud of that as well. And I just, while it's on, I know we'll talk more about it later, but while it's just got over, I thought I'd bring that up.
Thank you. Administration?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item A, notification of board workshop following the board meeting on Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, at the McLeod County Government Center, 520 Chandler Avenue North, Glencoe, Minnesota.
Open forum, press relations, anything? Looking for a motion to go into a closed session to discuss union negotiations.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, is there a second by Commissioner Wright? Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll clear the room.